All right, so this is the Minute Cryptic for Wednesday, July 9th. So let's go ahead and give it a go. Solitary Dancing Queen fan. So solitary should probably be something that should help me out. What are my hints? Because I realized yesterday that the hints are not always the same. So this one is just simply an indicator, fodder, definition, and show letter. Yesterday it just said hint 1 and hint 2. Okay, so solitary dancing queen fan. So maybe we got to find a different word for fan. Maybe like a synonym, but dancing queen, solitary. I'm going to go ahead and look at the things here and see if a solitary gives me anything. Substitutions. There's not really a clear indicator there. Container. Deletions? What is this again? Okay. I don't see anything as far as solitary goes. Maybe solitary is like singles? What's hiddens again? Okay. So maybe we just gotta... Maybe we just have to replace the word solitary and fan, and it will help me. Solitary dancing queen fan. Oh, you know what? Maybe dancing is a... Maybe that means like an anagram. Right? Yes, dancing. Okay. You know what confused me? Solitary is capitalized, dancing's capitalized, queen's capitalized, and fan's not capitalized. So I figured solitary was just capitalized because it's the first letter of the sentence. And I figured dancing queen is capitalized because it's like a specific thing, like dancing queen, and they go together. But like dancing, it's making me think that this is just our indicator. I thought these went together, but they probably don't, unless queen is also an indicator, or dancing, maybe dancing queen is an indicator, but I'm assuming it's just dancing. So that was an anagram, right? Yeah. So if it's an anagram, well, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. By the way, yesterday I thought it was an anagram. It wasn't. Solitary is 8 letters. Or queen fan. Queen fan is 8 letters. Solitary is 8 letters. So how do I figure out then what... Which ones to rearrange? I'm assuming it's... I think we got to rearrange queen fan. So what does solitary mean? Because otherwise it would just probably be dancing queen fan. So solitary has to have a purpose, I think. I'm not sure, though. Solitary. Oh, you know what? Maybe solitary is like the definition, right? So solitary could be the definition. Dancing could be the indicator. And then queen fan, I guess, would be called the fodder, which is just what we're manipulating, which means that we just got to rearrange the letters. So it might be we rearrange queen fan to create a word that is a synonym or something of the word solitary. So solitary... So QU probably does... I mean, QU, it's either going to go at the start or... It could go in the middle. What word... See, I could be... See, the problem with this is that I have no idea of knowing if I'm even close to being on the right track. Yesterday, I had some ideas for what to do, and I was completely wrong. I was not even on the right track. This one, I feel like this one should be a little bit easier. I feel like this one should be what I just said, but I don't know. See, it could be like EQU, and then we have an ENFAN. Or could be. Why am I? Can I just? I'm so used to Wordle. Can I just put QUE at the end? I'm thinking that's right? Unless it's the opposite of what I just said. Maybe it's solitary is what we got to rearrange, and queen fan is like our definition. Who would be a fan of the queen? Or a queen? Maybe it's like a... Maybe it's referring to... See, we just had something recently. Maybe it was in one of our... I just played a connections puzzle. I think it might have been one of your guys' creations. That was like... Yeah, I think it was one of the custom connections puzzles that one of you guys made. That had like a category that was like what queen might mean. So it was like, oh yeah, there's a queen that's a playing card. There's a queen that's a queen bed. So maybe it's like a reference to that. I mean, solitaire is a game with cards with a queen in it. Maybe it's like maybe there's like an extra layer of meaning there. Or it's literally what I just said, which is that it's queen fan. We have to rearrange those and it's solitary. But I'm looking at the word solitary right now, see if I can rearrange it with something that's like related to a queen of some sort. Okay, I'm not gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at queen fan again. AQUE. If it's AQUE, then we have an F and N. There's two N's, right? So it'd be another E and another N. I feel like this is a weird set of letters, and I don't know if there is a word for queen fan. Actually, could be wrong. The F is weird. The like, what words have a Q and an F in that? Maybe that's not it then. Maybe it's the other way around. Yeah, maybe it's solitary. Maybe I got to rearrange solitary. Queen fan makes no sense though. I do wonder if the capital letters then are referring to different segments of this. So like solitary is one thing, dancing is another thing, as far as like definition fodder or whatever the other one was, indicator. Queen fan is one thing. Maybe the capitalization helps segment them. So I'm pretty confident dancing is referring, maybe, see, I could be completely wrong about dancing, but since this is an indicator word in the instructions, I think I have to go with that. So maybe I use a hint for the definition. Okay, yeah, so it was rearranging solitary then. And it's going to be queen fan. Okay. I don't mind using hints. This is only my third one. I probably could have figured this one out without using that hint, but solitary Can you just give me a letter? Show me one letter. Actually, I thought anagrams would be pretty easy, and I'm realizing how difficult anagrams are. The Y could still go at the end. Queen fan, I mean, I don't really understand what they're going for with queen fan. If I had a good idea of what queen fan was referring to, it would make it a lot easier. Okay, let's just start putting things in at the end. Something ITY, maybe? So if it's something ITY... S-O-R... What's the other letter? A. Could also be... I, and then... I mean, typing it out would definitely help me see it. All right, give me another letter. Ah, interesting. Oh, maybe it's something list. So we got A, R. What other letters we got? O, Y. Royalist. Well, that's a crazy word. Like, that's the answer. See, that's insane because, like, there's no way I'd be able to get that because, like, I didn't even know that royalist was a word. Yeah, it's gonna add an extra layer of difficulty here because even if I can understand what they want me to do, if I don't understand the answer, it's not gonna make sense. Also, there's a video. Let me watch the video.
Today's cryptic crossword clue is Solitary Dancing Queen fan. And for those of us who are familiar with the channel and familiar with cryptic crossword clues, dancing should stand out as an anagram indicator. We do.
I did figure that out pretty quickly.
Accusations of loose.
I do remember that from the instructions.
Some of those, you know, I agree. Some of them are loose, but that is the game in cryptic crossword clues. But here, dancing is very representative of just general movement. Things dance around, they move, and that is characteristic of an anagram indicator. We're going to take some neighboring letters and have them be dancing. They will move, they will anagram. And the thing about this clue is we need 8 letters to...
Okay, he said the neighboring letters. So that means, like, if this was a longer thing, if there was, like, 3 or 4 other words on here, like after fan, would that mean that the indicator has to be referring to either something to the left or the right of it? Meaning if there's extra words on the end, like it wouldn't be referring to those?
Anagram, and on either side of dancing are 8 letters. Solitary has 8 letters.
Yes.
And Queen
yes,
fan
I
has
noticed
8
this.
letters.
Yes, that was a problem.
Is which should we try and anagram?
Exactly.
The real answer is both. But another interesting question is, which would make the better definition? Is the better definition solitary?
See, I thought solitary just clearly would be the better definition. That was my first thought, and that's why I was starting with queen fan as like that just seems better.
Or is the better definition queen fan? And I think the better definition is queen fan. It is
Well, of course you would say that. You know what the answer is.
the definition.
But to a beginner, that makes no sense.
Here, we're going to need to find an answer that means someone who is a fan of Queen the band or the Queen. And if we anagram solitary, we can get the word royalist. And a royalist is a Queen fan.
Okay, thank you for that explanation. That was everything I already knew. Okay. Why am I watching that? All right. I just closed out of it. Anyway, that was the minute cryptic. I mean, it was good. It was good. I mean, it wasn't like, I don't know. I mean, it was definitely an easier one than the last one that I did, or even the first one, but it still wasn't necessarily like the easiest thing in the world, because royalist just doesn't seem like a word to me. By the way, I just really like the website. I mean, the only thing I don't like is that when I'm trying to solve it, right? So like there's this screen, and then you click on play, and now you're in the game. When I go to read the clues and I want to go back to playing the game, I hit the back arrow and it takes me to this screen, and I have to click on play again. That's my only like minor complaint about the website. Other than that, like this is brilliant. Like I love the fact that like there's a quick little, a minute or 2 minute explanation on every one. I think that's awesome. Hopefully this guy doesn't mind me using or reacting to his explanation in my own videos. But other than that, I have a streak going. Yeah, but I used hints. The streak. Okay, I guess the streak keeps going on. Oh, this is a pre-order. Interesting. So this book hasn't come out yet. Interesting. I love it. I mean, I love the game. It's really fun. I wish I was better at it. I'm probably not gonna ever be like super good at it. I think it's gonna be something where like I'm gonna lose most of them. But I love the hint. The other thing I love about this website is I love the hint feature, being able to get some hints on them to help me figure it out. Obviously, the more experienced I am, the less I will want to use the hints. But I use hints all the time in like strands and stuff. So, yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like on the video. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys next time.